Welcome to the Chop Team. I'm your host, Seth the Dart Child.
I'm your host, twinsinc.
Our show is about two guys and any friends that happen to come over with a topic that we want to chop up.
This is our barbershop style podcast. We discuss it all. If the fellas at the shop will go in on it, we will. Let's chop it up.
Hey, welcome back today to another interesting topic.
Very interesting.
So I think this is gonna ruffle a few feathers. So let's just jump into this one.
Okay.
So on Facebook, quick meme question: fathers, would you allow your 16-year-old son to spend the night at his new girlfriend's house? Just a question. And I know how I feel.
Right.
Let's start with you, bro. What you think?
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this one.
Okay.
I'm just sorry. I am. So there's a part of me that's gonna say, "Heck yeah, go and do it." Yes.
Okay. All right.
But there's another part of me that's like, "No." Now, mind you, I have a daughter and I have a son, so I'm sure this will come down. This will hit me some in the future. But if my son wants to spend the night over a girl's house and the mother approves it, not his mother, but the girlfriend's mother that's saying he can stay the night,
young lady,
I'm going to be like, okay, sure. Now, mind you, I'm going to tell my son, one, don't do nothing crazy.
your pull-out game better be straight.
And two, if you do something, you better wear a condom.
Wrap it up.
And three, no babies. Okay? All right? That's all I'm going to say to him, right? Now, if my daughter comes and say, Daddy, I want to spend the night at my boyfriend's house. Hell to the no. That's not going to happen.
Would you let a little boy spend the night at your house?
No. and mind you, I have a son. So my son, right? My son's going to have guy friends, but his friends can't stay at the house neither.
He can't even have sleepovers?
No. And if they do, it's separated. The guy's downstairs, my daughter upstairs. Simple as that.
Didn't see that coming.
Oh, yeah. Because I was a young boy at one time. And I spent the night over my boy's house, and he had a sister, and, stuff happens. So, therefore, we ain't doing it. Not at my house. No.
Okay.
Double of us can't, people. But let's be real. You know what? Before I go in, what are your thoughts? Because I got more to go. I got more.
I just want to touch base on two. I do. As far as I have to say this for all the women who are not in the room right now. That's pretty sexist, brother.
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, because as raising a man, right, in this day and age, I think one of the biggest fear for most men, most real men who have sons, they want to make sure their son they're like girls. I mean, straight. I mean, that's it. I think that'll be a huge fear for me that my only son doesn't like girls. That will hurt. Like, what? Dude, I've been all around girls.
I wish there was a woman here to have this conversation with. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But I just want to add to my part.
Go ahead. Because I can go down this
I just remember something I had forgot for a moment in this situation.
Okay.
For my nephews and stuff. It's crazy. If a girl, okay, here's how I see it. The world has changed since I was young enough to be happy about running the streets. So the world has changed. Kids are spending the night with their significant others now, with the parents' blessing. This would have never happened in my youth.
Facts.
Ever. I mean, dude, I slept over a girl house one time when I was 16. I snuck into the house. I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I got in the closet. And I stayed in the closet till after 9 o'clock when her mom and dad had left for work. So I sat in the closet for 5 hours hiding.
You said hiding?
I did. I swear to God. She was so cute, though. Boy, it made sense. Anyway, but would I let my son go to a girl's house right now? Absolutely. And it's not because I think it's right. I don't mind. It is what it is. But these kids aren't the same as us.
That's true.
The world has changed for them a lot. The stuff that at 16 years old, I was a goofy little kid running around, happy to have seen a nipple. Nowadays, these kids can literally, if they have a smartphone, they don't have no secrets. They don't have.
They can see anything when they want, anytime. So that's out the door.
Exactly. And my son, my son is 14. The things he has told me, and I actually am grateful for this. I think this is where I think I'm actually doing a good job as a dad.
Okay. So
the stuff he's told me, he didn't have to tell me.
What did he tell you?
He explained to me what anal sex was.
Oh. Your son.
Yeah.
How old is he again?
Not that he got it did to him, but he 14.
14.
He saw this on the school bus on the way to work. This girl was giving it up on the school bus. On the way to school.
Wow.
14. This never happened when I was a kid. My son told me that he's gotten oral sex, multiple times, but oral sex. I swear to God, I think I might have been at least 18 or 19 first time I got some.
Yeah, that's true. Me too.
Girls didn't really do that when I was a kid. They would, but by the time, anyway. So, my son told me this, and I had the choice between choking him to death or trying to give him the sexual education talk. Well, after I thought he didn't need it, he was telling me stuff. So, the only reason I'm all around the world is that you can't protect your kids from a lot of this stuff, in my opinion.
Okay.
And so you are left as a parent trying to manage this stuff. And I'm gonna say this: my nephews, I was my first thought was a firm, hard no, until I realized that my nephews did this exact same thing. Their girlfriends were spending the night with them while they were in high school at my ex's ex-brother-in-law's house. Okay. This happened. And they were sleeping at the girl's house. I thought it was the craziest thing, and I was all about, but nobody blinked. This was their reality. The world's changed. So you're right. I would steadfastly tell my daughter. I don't even think my daughter would ask me that question. But my sons, I can tell them no, but I ain't hiding nothing from them. I ain't keeping nothing from them. And if they wanted to do something, they're going to do it.
That's facts. That's true. Even with daughters, they'll still do it as well, too.
All I can do is manage the situation I find myself in. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I agree. And earlier you said it'd be very sexist, which is, I agree it is.
It is. My daughter, if my theoretical daughter, imagine a whole bunch of curse words right there. No.
Listen, it is. But at the same time, let's get down to it. So first off, in my household, no one's staying the night in my house. Yeah. And it's not even the fact on the point of girls and boys sleeping around. It's the fact that anything can happen, and I don't want no one's kid in my house when something goes down and I'm held responsible for something that happened in my house. So that's number one.
Fair enough.
But also number two, back on the topic, first off, no woman, right? No mother should be allowing anybody's son to stay at night in their daughter's house anyway. You get what I'm saying? No, well, I'm saying that. So the girls. I'm here. So first off, so if people want to start, oh, you being that doggish guy and biased because the guy can do it, the girl can't. I get it. What I'm saying is this: is your control. You have control over that. Why is a mother allowing her 16-year-old daughter have her 16-year-old boyfriend spend the night at the house? Why? First off. You get what I'm saying? Like, why? Because not happening in my house. So first off, if I'm not doing it in my house for either boy or girl that I have, so why are you giving the option out there to do it at their house?
See, that's the bad part. That's the part that I was saying is I wish a woman was in here having this conversation with us, because my logic, personal, I know I said my first thought is no, period, no. Mm-hmm. My second thought is let me reevaluate the situation based on new information. You can still say no, and I'm not saying it's wrong,
right?
But I'm saying that a lot of these kids are doing it. This is just because everybody else doing it, but whatever. A lot of kids are doing it. This is not some secret, nasty thing that they're doing. This is dang on near mainstream.
Okay.
So it is what it is. But I have to go back to where we're at is I have to always fall back, and I know this sounds bad, but I'm always going to go back to single parent households and stuff. If the daddy was in the house, I don't care how much my son wanted to spend the night over a girl's house. No dude is crashing.
Facts.
I don't know. It's not happening. I don't care how much I like little boy. You can't sleep in the house with my daughter. What the heck?
And then also to add on to that, if let's say there's dad in the picture, the boy like you did yourself, you take a risk. You're risking your life to sneak in that house and hide in that closet for 5 hours, hoping not to get caught. You know what I'm saying?
Hoping.
Because mind you, if he finds you, if the dad finds you, the dad can do whatever he wants to you because you're in his household that he didn't know.
Yeah, I could have died.
Yeah, easy died. And guess what? All dad do tell Dar said he tried to touch you, he tried to rape you. I didn't know he was there.
Nope.
So and more
definitely, I was definitely trespassing. I didn't get his permission to be in his house.
And majority of the time, the girls go on side with their dad. You know what I'm saying? Because they say XYZ. Yeah, I didn't tell him. The boy like you. But
we know.
And the funny thing, they learn at a young age how to lie and set people up. But that's a whole nother story. But the point I'm trying to make is that, as you were saying, Seth, that if the man was in the picture, if he was around, no boy is going to try to spend a night over a girl's house. Simple as that.
See, that's the thing. If a little girl asks me, can she spend the night at my house because she's my son's girlfriend? My answer is no. What? I'm not running a whorehouse up in here.
Right.
This isn't a brothel. What are you talking about? Take your butt home.
Yeah, especially at this young age, you know what's happening. They spend the night. They're not hanging out and playing around. Like, really?
And see, that's why I'm at the point where it's like that secondary information is what is going on in your head or society at large that makes you think this is an appropriate request. Where did this start? Because it didn't start with my generation. But
I can say kind of with mine.
Well, but the problem, once again, now I try not to get all into the single. I don't want to always attack the single parent household, which is a euphemism for single woman household. I'm just gonna get that argument started right now. But women who were not raised with men in the house, single parent, multiple generations, don't see a problem with multiple men walking around their house. May not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. And so you were raised, your moms might have been dating.
Right.
So you saw multiple dudes spend the night when you were young. So now you have kids, and the idea of a man walking around your house that doesn't specifically live there, that has a relationship with a woman in that household, it doesn't seem strange that you would have male company. Because your mama had male company, and at this point,
that's the norm.
We like 4 generations in. Your mama might have did it. Your grandmama might have did it. Your great grandmama might have did it. Because it's not. You tend to do what you see, and we're multiple generations into single parent households as being normalized in the society. This is just another step in that normalization. It's, yeah, I got a boyfriend. Why wouldn't he spend the night? Whereas in my generation, the thought never, ever, ever would have came up in the first place.
Right. I mean, shoot, it was tough trying to get your homeboy to stay the night. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, can no. You know what I'm saying? But now, say a girl spend the night. Come on now.
You know, when I was younger, I met a girl. She was from the islands, and I spent the night at her house. and I was in my early 20s at this point.
Okay.
She lived at home. I lived at home. But the first night I spent the night at her house, it was off the chain. I was like, oh, my God. I don't even think I slept that night because I was scared her mama was going to murder me. I get up the next morning, and I want to get up and leave. Her mom's is actually in the kitchen. She's fixed us breakfast. And I'm like, where they do this? They don't.
Holiday Inn?
They don't do this in America. And I ate. It was delicious. But, and after a while, spending the night was normalized. If I'm at my girlfriend's house and it's late, why would I go home? It's my girlfriend. But I was in my early 20s.
Right.
This guy, 16, being presented with the same situation that I was presented with after I was over 18.
Right. Now,
I don't know.
No,
I have no idea.
Now, I get a scenario where you're out hanging out late at your girlfriend's house, whatever, and the parents are there. Both parents are there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, it's kind of late. Don't want you driving back home, late
Sleep
neighborhood.
in the basement.
They'll either let you sleep in the basement. They'll sleep on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Both parents are there. Matter of fact, the parents call you. Matter of fact, you will call your mom and say, Mom's staying the night. But then their parent going to phone and say, hey, just want to let you know your son going to stay the night here because I don't want him driving late this night. Everything's cool. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows what's going on. So, okay, cool. That's a different story.
Okay.
I'm talking about, hey, Ms. Johnson. Oh, Ms. Johnson.
Good morning, Ms. Johnson.
We're talking about the mother and the daughter live together, and they say, "Oh yeah, your son can stay the night, no problem. I mean, your boyfriend can stay the night, no problem." Nah. Because all you're doing is creating a cycle. Because more likely, if she's a single mother raising a daughter by herself right now, and like you just said, got multiple men coming in the house, and then you tell her it's okay for her to have her boyfriends over, and then when she gets pregnant, you're going to be mad at her that she's pregnant at a young age. Talking about, you little fast girl. Well, hello. You approved this. You let some dudes stay the night. Regardless of the rules you gave them not to do anything stupid. What do kids do all the time? We break rules all the time.
Well, just to add a useless fact, trivial fact.
It's not useless. Watch.
Well, I mean, but teen pregnancy has decreased greatly. Teenagers, they're smarter than we are. They know how to use condoms and birth control, Plan B, whatever. Kids are having less kids now than they were during my generation.
Yeah, but you know what? They're getting worse, though. They're not having kids. They're kids diseases and stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's even worse now. So forget the kids. They got diseases out the woo-ha.
Yeah, but they're not making babies.
It was worse.
Like I said, I'm not even trying to figure out. I don't know. I don't know. There ain't no right and wrong. There ain't no middle ground.
No, it shouldn't just happen at all.
But the worst part is, your son, you are the master of your house. Mm-hmm. What you say go. If my 16-year-old son said he wanted to sleep at his girlfriend's house, my first thought is no. But my second thought is, let me speak to her mom. And if she don't have a problem with it, I don't know if I have a problem because I'm a man and I get it. My daughter is a hard no. It's non-negotiable, non-debatable. If you ask me, you probably on restriction and you got to break up with the little boy.
Restriction and you got to break up with him for even asking that question because y'all no longer from the friend. Y'all on something different.
I don't know. I don't know what got into you. You can't see him no more. Or you can't see him no more that I know about.
Right, because we all know behind they still gonna talk to and do XYZ.
But at the same time, this ain't new.
I mean, honestly, I'm being clear, people. If my son say, can I stay the night at my girlfriend's house? It's gonna be a no for me as well. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that I'm approving it, but in my other part of my brain is like, okay, go ahead, son, whatever. But really, it's really no because there's nothing good coming out that. Now, I can see, once again, my scenario was different. If they're already out hanging out, they went out to eat, party, XYZ, late night, and then they brought back home, it was 2 o'clock, you went on the road, and then if the parents say, hey, your son going to stay the night, all right, cool, I got consent from the parents, so whatever happened is on them. Don't call me talking about my son did XYZ, because that was your responsibility. When you said, I got your son for the rest of the night, right? Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that. That's a different story. But the other way, no, I can't improve that. And my son, first off, my son no better not to even ask me to spend the night over in the girl's house. First off, because, I mean, there's nothing, there's There's nothing good comes out of that at all.
Wait. See, that's why I disagree. It's a lot of... Anyway, okay. Yeah, I'm good. We should end this.
Besides the pleasure part, but I'm talking about, listen, my goal right now for me with my 2 kids, I have a son and daughter, is for them to get through high school with no kids. And then they can go to college. Maybe college, because the whole game has changed. But my goal is to get them through high school first with no kids. Neither one of them. That's the main goal.
Yeah, we should talk about college on our next show.
Yeah,
we should.
So that's the main goal. So for me, sleepover stuff like that, I'm gonna try to prevent that from happening because there's nothing good out of it. So, like I said, people, I'm gonna say no, yes, but at the end of the day, I still blame the other parent for even allowing it to happen. Because most of the time, it's not that the boy's sneaking over. The parents know. They know. Oh, yeah, he's staying the night.
And see, that's
the problem that I had. That's the conflict. Right.
Conflict.
That's what we're really talking about. We're talking about the ones who approve of boyfriends and girlfriends spending the night.
I'm lying, talking about I'm sleeping over my cousin Yuli's house or something like that. No, I'm straight up dad. I'll be at Lisa's house. What? And I don't know. I'm more 50... I'm leaning toward possibly yes.
Yeah, but also getting our conversations. But then again, the son has more. See, the reason why we say yeah to our sons and no to the daughter, because one, if the son mess up and get the girl pregnant, all right, son, it's time for you to be a man. Because we had this conversation with him prior to this even happening. Mm-hmm. So at this point, if he decides he's gonna be a grown man and do grown man things and get a baby. Okay, just know there's no more, like you said, no more Jordans for you, no more Xbox, PlayStation. Yeah, you got to get a job. Or you can't play basketball this year because you got to work, because you got to take care of that baby. Because one thing you're going to do is take care of your child. So all the opportunity, all the fun things that you wanted to do for basketball, sports, prom, and all that, you should have thought about that in that 10-minute of fame that you was having fun you had, whatever. So at this point now, let's go. Now, on the other hand, it's like, no, baby girl, I'm trying to protect your innocence. I want to keep you X, Y, Z. I want you to get to college because it's different. Because once a young lady has a baby at a young age, not saying that her life is over, but I'm saying that everything is more challenging for her. Everything is more stressful for her. I think we had this conversation. You know, if your career is actually put on a hold because you can't work a job to the full capacity that you have to with a newborn baby. You gotta go doctor visits. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. See, with the man kind of get away with a lot of stuff because some things we don't got to do. It's just the simple facts. Because even if the boy and the daughter was still together, the woman, like your woman always do, y'all want to control everything. No, I'll take my baby I'm going to do this with her. Like, I'll take her. No, you can't watch her. And then, okay, all right, you do that. But then you mad at the dude because he's gone. He living his best life. He going to work. He's doing this. But you mad at him. But he tried to do his part. But that's a whole nother topic. But the point, these are all facts right here. But these are all facts. So with the woman, the girl be pregnant, her life changes dramatically. Because job, school, 9 months, she's pregnant, and then she got to be away from school. And because if she's in school, that's 2 months, 2.5 months she's away from school of work she's not going to be around to do. So she might be held back, or if we can work something with the school, if she's a good student. If she's a good student, then maybe so. But if she's been slacking all year long, the teacher's not going to care for her and help her out. So she'll be a year behind. So the point I'm trying to make is more pressure on the girl and her parents and her to get situated in this new life that she's going to bring on with a new child compared to a boy. Let's be real. A boy get a girl pregnant in high school or young age, he ain't got no worries. Know why? Because he don't got a job. Especially if he's 16, 17. I mean, okay, he get a job. What, McDonald's something? Okay, you child support, what, $100 a week, every 2 weeks? Not even that. So that's doing nothing for the baby that either the girl and her mom got to raise now. That's their new baby in the house. So that's the point we're trying to make. So the boys get away with murder more, but women, you got to hold each other accountable. And sleepovers is number one. No boy should be spending the night over no girl's house. Simple as that. We can go on for hours here, but we're going to cut off right here, people.
I'm not willing to argue. I just...
You ain't got nothing.
I mean, because once again, everything feels right. See, that's just me bowing down to the way the world is changing. It is changing. Yeah. You ain't gonna stop it from changing just because it's inconvenient.
Not at all.
And I don't even like it. I mean, seriously, it sucks. But at the same time, everybody else is doing it. And I know that sounds like a cop-out. Everyone else is doing it. But the point being is, when you're dealing with these kids nowadays,
right?
Telling them not to do something everyone else is doing breeds resentment. And then back to our previous podcast, you get a phone call from Texas talking about, I don't love you and don't call me home.
All right, people. Thank you for listening to the show today. Like, share, comment, and we out.
Peace.
Peace.